Good morning. Welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. I'm Kristin Omdahl. We are here at Barefoot Beach in Southwest Florida. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me, and we're waiting for the sun to rise. It is a little chilly here for Southwest Florida. It's about 55 degrees and a little bit windy, but that's okay. I've got a little bit of wool wrapped around my neck. I'm not as cold as those two swimming in the water. Good morning, KB Fibers. Good morning, Faye. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, DJ. Thank you all for joining me. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Sarah. If anybody is crafting this morning, please tell me what you're working on. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Celia. Good morning, Donna, Elizabeth. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Lucille. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Sarah. Oh, Judy, I think you were having trouble getting on live before, right? Is that it? Sarah's still working on a poncho. Very nice. Yeah, that's not a 1-hour project, is it? Jacqueline, your first time coming on live. That's wonderful. Good for you. Good morning, Darlene. All right, well, I think a lot of you are familiar with, good morning, Crystal, with my Be So Serene sampler Mobius. This one is worked in all 8 colors, a sampling of all 8 colors of my Be So Serene sampler kit, and due to lots of requests, which I love, I am now going to make a crochet version of it. So I have my sampler kit with me. Oh, Lucille made 3 of the hearts yesterday. Wonderful. I posted, good morning, Miss Detroit. I posted the video for making those super easy chocolate truffles yesterday, and I put links in the video for where to watch the heart videos, which were already released. Good morning, Rebecca. So I have 3 videos on that crochet heart. One of them is just exclusively for learning how to crochet or read the chart. Then the next 2 videos are for both right hand and left hand crocheters. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Elizabeth. Or Elizabeth says she wants to order this kit. Yes, they're available on my website. Donna's still working on a shawl. Sarah loves my shawl that I'm wearing today. Thank you. It's a little chilly, but I'll take it off for a second so I can show you. I think I showed this the other day. It's actually a half hexagon shawl that is deceptively easy to do. It really is just a top-down garter stitch shawl that has cleverly placed slip stitches in the increase sections. So it gives the illusion of some vertical stripes when you've never changed yarn on any given row. You only use 1 yarn at a time. And I'm showing how to wear a half hexagon as a wraparound kind of cowl kind of scarf. I love garter stitch too, Sarah. I love the texture of it. And I actually really love knitting it as well. So wrapping it around twice like this gives me a lot of volume, and it's really cozy and warm. Jacqueline would love to knit this. It's called the Valla shawl, V-A-L-L-A, and I can post a link to that in the video description when I do the show notes later today. It's a free pattern of my website, and it takes 4 balls of Be So braid yarn, worsted weight, 100% American merino wool. This one's done in colorways Cape Cod Bay and Plymouth Rock. Alright, now to find my project that I'm working on today. Judy's working on a corner to corner. Anne is here from Ireland. Good morning, Anne. Linda, yes, I will definitely post the link to this. If you wanted to go find it now, you could click on the search button on my website and look up Valla, V-A-L-L-A, and it will pop up. Somebody was asking me if I put fresh ginger in my tea. I absolutely do. When I feel like drinking a little bit of ginger, I actually steep fresh slices of ginger in my hot water. It has great medicinal values. It's very, very healthy for you, and I happen to love the flavor. Today I do not have it in here. Today I'm drinking mint green tea with fresh lemon. Fresh lemon is also good for you. Good morning, Hillary. Is anybody going to try the truffle recipe that I shared yesterday? Marlon likes them so much that I think I'm going to need to make another batch in order to actually give them as gifts. One of our little birdie friends is back. Well, if you do end up making them, please let me know what you think. They are absolutely delicious. Marlon thinks they're amazing. Sarah, yeah, I don't sweeten my tea at all. The only time I sweeten my tea is if I'm drinking Earl Grey. Earl Grey tea I like with cream and sugar, or actually cream and honey. But anything else I drink no sweetener and black. Ooh, Faye, lemon and apple cider vinegar. I've done that before in the morning. You really get used to it. It's actually something that I enjoy a lot. Robin watched for the first time yesterday. Wonderful. Jacqueline says Earl Grey's her favorite. Yes, Elizabeth, the truffle recipe is so easy. That's the real beauty of it, is that it could not be easier. There are specific steps, and that cooling down period between the steps is absolutely important. But besides that, it's a couple of ingredients, so it's not expensive, super easy, and the finished product is so gorgeous that it makes a great gift, I think. Especially when you can find the cute little packaging like I did. I'm wondering if finding a box even tinier to do one truffle would be cute. I'm gonna look for that on Amazon today, and if I find a cute one, I'm not only going to order it, I will post a link to it in my Amazon shop to share it with you as well. Yeah, the sprinkles, there are so many types of sprinkles out there. You can find them for any theme. I found hearts for Valentine's Day and metallic sugars because they just look fancy. Good morning, Mulder from France. Thanks for joining us. Linda makes a lot of truffles during the holidays. You know, it's something that I've never really done a whole lot of. Monica likes my cup. Yes, this is a Yarn on the Beach travel mug, and it's available in my Redbubble shop, and I'll post a link to that in the video description today as well. Sarah wants to know if I have Dollar Tree stores. They have cute containers. No, I haven't been in there looking for containers before. What kind of containers? Like metal containers? Paper containers? What do you mean? I would be interested in checking that out. Did I forget my crochet hook? Can you believe that, if I did? I might have swapped out the wrong bag. Let's see. Let's see, I have a shawl pin. I have a ponytail holder. I have a hairbrush. I have an empty bag. Somebody finished a messy bun hat. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Nope. I do not have my crochet hook. Ha! Oh, Sarah did see paper ones for Valentine's Day that would hold one truffle. Gosh, if I could find that, I will definitely check it out. Jacqueline, you've done it before too? Yeah, you know, this morning I was a little hesitant when I left. Oh, thanks, Judy. I'm still practicing. Linda has found great truffle boxes in Michael's. Okay, that's good to know. You know what I find is that I worry about spending too much time chasing around town finding things. I end up shopping for things that I'm not certain about where they're at online because I worry about wasting time, and I I don't have a lot of time to waste. My schedule is really tight and I get worried about that. So if I know for sure something is somewhere, then I would like to shop in person. So Michael's does sound like a good bet, and maybe the dollar store too. Jenny's almost done with her turtles and starfish for a crochet blanket. That's great. And then you're going back to your huckleberry cowl. Great. Leah says she likes my hair too. Thank you. I did half braids today. They're still French. I've got this top, so I'm starting from my bangs and I stop at my ear and then leave the rest down. I don't know, just changing it up. I just want to get better at braids, and you can't get better at anything if you don't practice, right? I missed a couple of comments. If anybody had a question, please feel welcome to repeat it. I also think there's an appreciation that we all have when you can see the improvements, right? So I think it's really intimidating when someone just shows you a perfectly done project or a perfectly done anything, and you don't see the steps that went along to get there. So to see someone do a mediocre job at braids and then watch how they do it over time, you can not only appreciate the work that went into learning it, but it empowers you and also educates you to know that it, let's see, I'm not saying that right. I think it's inviting, because then if you are encouraging, because if you wanted to learn how to do something like that, you wouldn't feel so disappointed the first time failing. You'd say, hey, I remember that girl who used to show me her braids and they looked not so great every day, but I remember she kept at it and they got better. And then when you have that thought and memory in your head, then you'll be more likely to keep going at something that you don't do great the first time out. I think it's really important to share with people the journey and the process of getting better, so that they can also be encouraged to know that it's a process. I hope I said that right. It sounded good in my head. And it's something I really believe in. Like, you don't get good at anything the first time out. I mean, I've been playing piano since I was 8 years old. I'm sure I sounded like crap when I was 8. You know, and there have been years when I didn't have a piano in my house, and the first time I sat down to it again, I sounded like crap. And when I start a new song, I sound like crap. It's not until you spend the time, and don't beat yourself up, right? You have to expect the fact that it's going to take time for your head to tell your hands what to do, and it takes repetition and practice and not giving up on yourself. KB has a piano but doesn't know how to play. Jenny, yes, I do play guitar as well. I taught myself how to play guitar on YouTube. There are some amazing YouTube guitar teachers out there, and that's what that's how I learned. In fact, that's how I learned the chords, and now I just happen to know where the chords go, and I know how to read the chords, partly because I can read piano music so well. But now I understand how to read the chords and where to put my fingers. I'm not great at guitar, and I don't spend enough time to get great, but I absolutely love playing guitar and playing piano, especially singing while I play any instrument, because in order to sing a melody, play a harmony, it's so much brain capacity to me that I feel like it's the only time I can really zone out from everyday life. Charlie Daniels, is that a singer you mean, or is that a teacher on YouTube? Rebecca learned how to crochet on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is an amazing tool. That's why I love this platform so much for teaching. Not only have I been a student on YouTube for many, many years, but when I stopped teaching on Knitting Daily TV, my first goal was to work on a YouTube channel. And it didn't go perfectly at first. I was so consumed with fear about making sure that my studio looked professional, making sure that my equipment was professional, making sure I could afford the equipment and the space, and wondering if I could do all the jobs. It's funny, when you're the crochet expert on a TV show on PBS, I mean, your job is to create content, do the step outs, and teach on camera. But when you produce a YouTube channel, you wear about 50 other hats besides just being the talent and the producer, the content producer plus talent, so teacher, whatever you want to call it. The amount of jobs that I do to produce a YouTube channel is much greater. And I missed a comment, I'm so sorry. But I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I absolutely love producing my own YouTube videos. Love it. And I love the ability to have direct feedback with my students. I feel so much more connected to people through YouTube than I did on Knitting Daily TV. I absolutely love being on here. And I love, and especially now with Yarn on the Beach, that we can connect so much more. Thank you, Sarah. I love the fact that not only can I come up with ideas that I think that I want to teach you, but I love the fact that you can tell me what you need help with. There's no point in teaching to an empty forest, right? It's knowing what people want and giving them what they want and being able to literally help people. It's just such a wonderful feeling, and that's why I'm so grateful to be here. Jenny has too many hobbies. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says I'm real. Yeah, I try to be. Kai wants to know what I'm drinking. I am drinking green tea with a little bit of fresh lemon juice in it. Or green mint tea with lemon. I try to drink green tea every morning here at the beach, and I change it up. Some days I put fresh ginger slices in my water. Some days I put fresh lemon in the water, but I usually put some flavor of green tea in there too. Oh, Lori says I'm one of the few knitting and crochet teachers on YouTube that she likes. Well, thank you so much for the lovely compliment. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. KB, you can't drink green tea? There must be something that stops you. What are the three white things in the water? Oh, those are buoys. Jenny, ginger is a little bit spicy, so try a little bit first to make sure you like it, but I think it could even be an acquired taste. If you like a little bit, you might want more. You know, just play around with it, but start small because it can be a little bit spicy. But so yummy, I love it. Rebecca says my videos help her a lot. I'm so glad, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you like ginger cookies? Yeah, you'll be fine then. I like ginger cookies too. Yes, Sarah, ginger is good for your tummy. It's actually really good for your overall health too, I think. Leah says she likes ginger tea. Me too. I have a brand of tea that's ginger green tea that's nice and spicy. I love it. I like the fact that when you start Indian cooking, you have to make equal parts fresh garlic and fresh ginger and saute them in the pan before adding stuff. I think that's so yummy. Oh, Faye wants to make more things. That's good. I forget who asked, but someone asked if ginger is sweet. I don't think so. I don't think it is very sweet on its own. I think when you taste it and it tastes sweet, I think it's been sweetened. I think it is a root, but when I eat it raw, I don't think it tastes sweet at all. Diane, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to show you guys around this morning so you can see what the entire beach looks like. We've got that big fireball in the sky warming things up. A few people walking down in this direction. We've got quite a hefty wind. And then in this direction, a few people, quite a few birds further down. I guess they don't want to be on camera today. Oh, I missed some advice about Ginger. Somebody probably suggested for her to add a little honey to it to try it for the first time. That might be. Jenny, I do love the Gulf side too. I love East Coast Florida too though. I love the big rolling waves of the Atlantic Ocean. It's not quite as windy today, it's just a little bit windy. It's chilly though. Darlene's been knitting and crocheting for over 40 years and my videos are helping her remember something and I missed the rest. Oh, and Ann is asking where we're at. This is Southwest Florida and we are facing west on the Gulf of Mexico here. Rebecca, I'm glad you like it. I love sharing this with all of you. Ginger capsules help with cancer. That's amazing, Tammy. I'm glad to hear that. Danielle says she loves my patterns. Thank you so much. Darlene, did I miss one of your comments? I'm sorry. They scroll really fast and then by the time I start reading them they fade out, so I apologize if I missed it. If there's anything that I miss in the comments, these don't get saved, so as soon as this goes to recording, what I think would be great is if you could send your comments there, because those get recorded and I make a point every day to reply to as many comments as I can throughout the day. So if you have a question that gets missed in the live, by all means feel welcome to come back in the recorded version and I will be happy to answer anything I can. Yes, Shirley, turmeric capsules are very good for muscles. I have chronic back pain and a friend of mine suggested turmeric capsules and they do help me. You know what else helps a lot for me is magnesium. Magnesium vitamins, I think, are helpful for back pain. I also like aromatherapy, and clove and cinnamon oils are both really good for back spasms and muscle spasms too. That's one of the reasons why I put them in my healing balm. Sarah loves my jean jacket. I am such a jean jacket junkie, Sarah. I'm gonna share something with you. If you can find a Lucky brand jean jacket, here's what sets them apart from everything else. They have inside pockets in addition to the pockets on the outside. So I've got my normal pockets here, right? But I've got these pockets on the inside and I put my keys in one and I put my phone in the other. They are amazing. And whether I find them, well, I don't really buy them new, I buy them used. I'm kind of a used clothes junkie too, but I can't help it. I love a good deal. So if you can find a Lucky brand, they generally have those inside pockets that makes a jean jacket way more functional. Yeah, Lucky brand is the brand for jean jackets in my opinion. Oh, Jenny has a white, dark, and light denim one. Nice. KB puts turmeric and ginger in her morning eggs. That sounds good. Sounds kind of Indian, Eastern recipe. I am thinking about creating a recipe for a vegan black bean burger, but thinking about shish kofta, thinking about Middle Eastern style meat patties, and I think I'm going to do like a Middle Eastern version of what you would do with burger meat, like with baharat seasoning or garam masala and ginger and garlic and maybe even do some sumac onions and maybe do some tahini dressing. I don't know, I've got this urge to make something very kebab-like but keep it vegan, and I have a feeling that with black beans and doing a black bean burger base that it's going to work. If it does, I will share it with you. When Marlon's not home, I eat vegan more than I don't, partly to save money. He eats so much that and it's really expensive to feed him, that I try to stay as low budget as I can when he's not around. And it turns out that if I'm really diligent about whole food cooking, vegan is actually more affordable than I thought it would be. Where could she, Rebecca wants to know where she get one of the Black Project bags. Oh, those ones, they are discontinued because they were with my old logo. Linda says she likes men's jean jackets. Yes, I agree. I like how boxy they are. Rebecca, let me think. You know, it might be something that I end up get made again. I do not think I have any more of them right now. The only bags that I sell now are these project bags, the organic cotton drawstring project bags. I'm not making tote bags right now, but thank you for mentioning it. It might be an idea. I have to figure out, yeah, I'll put that on the list of things to figure out. Those were nice bags. The problem is I have to buy so many bags at one time that if I'm not sure if people are interested or want to buy them, it's a huge commitment to buy stuff like that. Yeah, Rebecca, I understand these don't have handles. You're right. These are meant for putting in another bag. And ideally, when I bought these, the idea was to get a tote bag made, and then these will go into it. But I just didn't have the budget at the time to do both. You know, it gets really expensive buying things commercially. You have to buy so much at a time. And then, you know, I got pulled in another direction, so I will consider that in the next go around. I will consider making a tote bag, because I agree with you. I think a tote bag is a really important component for the project bags. Oh, the yarn on the beach bag. Yeah, what about that? Why don't you go to my Redbubble shop? This tote bag comes in 3 sizes. This is the 18-inch bag, but it comes in a 13 and a 15-inch bag too. Let's see. So that holds a lot. It has a really nice long handle on it, and it's totally lined in the black fabric that matches the handle. I'll post a link to those on my I'll post a link to those in my show notes today. I think I have maybe 30 designs that use my original artwork, and then this is the logo that I hand drew for Yarn on the Beach. I drew all of these little components on here. I drew the mermaid tail, the starfish, the seashell, the starfish, and the palm trees. I am such a ridiculously obsessed fan with drawing palm trees. I have been doodling palm trees since I think I was 10 years old. I love it. And then I drew those balls of yarn too. And I drew the sun. The fonts I didn't draw. I had a specific vision for fonts, and I actually had to buy them. They didn't come with my program, but that was okay, because when you have a vision for something, there are things that you just have to do. In fact, speaking of that, I had to buy the font for the book that's about to come out. I am not releasing the name yet, but the book that I'm working on that should be out in the next month, I'm so excited. I had to buy the font for the cover of that book too. But I had this vision in my head of what it needed to look like, and if I wasn't going to hand draw it, I had to find it. So there's this really great software through my Adobe suite. I use all of the Adobe products for my graphic design work, so I use Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. I use Photoshop for editing photos. I use Illustrator for drawing, crochet, and knitting charts, and I use InDesign for book layouts. So this book was completely done with Adobe. This is in Redbubble. I'll post a link to it in the video description, but if you go to my website right now, if you don't want to wait, if you go to my website, at the top of the home page, it'll say Redbubble, and it'll get you right to my Redbubble shop, and you can see all my different artwork and all the amazing merchandise that's available, including travel mugs, tote bags, all sorts of really wonderful merchandise. They have so many gorgeous things on there. Their chiffon scarves are something that I just love. It's too cold for me to show you my scarves right now, but when the weather warms up here, you'll definitely be seeing me wear them on as a sarong at the beach. I wear them a lot in the summertime. But I can even show you some of the projects that I have, or maybe do another blog post. KB, my book is being printed on demand with an Amazon affiliate. So it's actually not being offset print this time. It's going to be, and I am the publisher. This is the first time that I'm independently publishing a book, which means I'm wearing all of the hats. But after 15 years in the book and publishing world, I felt like it was a good time to give it a go. And I have hired editors to do, you know, all the proofreading, all the technical editing and all that stuff. And I have learned every other job along the way. So I've done the entire production of it. No, Yvonne, this is the Gulf of Mexico. We are in Southwest Florida, and this is the Gulf of Mexico. The other side of Florida has the Atlantic Ocean, and this is the Gulf of Mexico. Hi, Kim. No, this is still saltwater. Thank you, Ruthie. It is chilly here today, Yvonne. It's somewhere in the 50s, and the wind has died down a little bit, so it's actually a little more comfortable. But we're about to bring this to a close so I can get back to work. I have a book to make. We're in the final edits, and I'm super excited to get it all done. I had some questions for you guys about the book today. Maybe I can ask you tomorrow and you can give me your feedback on some thoughts, but we'll do that tomorrow. So let's take this last minute to take a look and soak in as much of this beauty as we can. Soak in those sounds of the waves and the beautiful colors. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy days to spend time with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise. I hope you enjoyed all of the beautiful nature here at the beach. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you tomorrow.